Hi, everyone. Welcome to How May I Enter to Programming Final Project Presentations Night 1. We're excited to see all of your hard work. So without further ado, Kionish, go ahead and kick things off for us. And correct me if I say your name wrong. I hate getting people's names wrong.
Kionish is good. All right. Good evening, everybody. All right. Marianne's I don't have permission to share yet.
You don't have screen share permission. Oh, no, I know why. It's because I was still sharing my audio. There we go.
Uh,
Now you should be able to, hopefully. There we are.
Good evening, my classmates. Boy, that's so full of this.
الو تعالي بسرعة عليك البرزنتيشن.
All right. All right. Okay. So
لا ده حد بيعمل مش انا، تعالي بسرعة.
Sorry, I'll be keeping folks muted other than who the presenter is, by the way. So again, share any kind of questions in the Glow threads.
all right. Good evening, my classmates, CTD folks. All right. So welcome to my API project. It's called Hero Search. On this website, you follow the navigation buttons, you click and see, or I'm jumping ahead. Let's look at all the beautiful animations I have. So if you hover over the top, it enlarges a little bit. Same thing happens with Stanley down here, and we have our footer. All right. Now, if you click here where it says click to see heroes, what this does is generate an array of 20 random heroes, right? Now, if you click, so each time you click on it, it's another 20 random Marvel heroes. Now, when you click on a hero, like the instructions here, click on a hero to see their comics. Click on a hero, you get to see all the comics that that hero is a part of. Let's notice a few things that change. On the home page, it says welcome to Hero Search. But when we click here, it now says Marvel Heroes, and we have a header that says your heroes, right? And when we click on a hero, this now changes to Marvel Comics, and this changes to their stories, right? So the two models that I'm accessing are the list of characters and then comics associated with their character IDs. This site is a little responsive. That me. Okay. All right. So this site is a little responsive. So if I
Lost your screen share.
Okay, here we go.
There it goes.
So when the width changes, the arrangement of the array changes a little bit. We get less or more depending on the width of the heroes being displayed or the comics being displayed. That arrangement changes a little bit. All right. And if we click on a hero that doesn't have any comics associated, and I don't know how that works, but if they happen to not have any comics associated, then it does give an error message that says no comics found. Trying to find one of those heroes that I know has no comics. Oh yes, Alice. Alice has no comics. So here it is. No comics. Don't know how you have a hero and no comics, but that's the error message that comes up. That is my hero search project using the Marvel API.
Thanks, Kionish. Did you want to share your portfolio at all too?
All right. My
Is there a
portfolio.
question from Amanda?
Let's see.
Just applause.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you. All right. I get myself lost. Okay. There we go. Okay. So portfolio. All right. Here's my portfolio. Oh yeah, because I did add some additions to this one. All right. So, I mean, we all have our portfolios. We know what should be on there. Everything comes up. This out of the way. Or skills or projects. We know how those happen. My connect area. Each of these have links. So if I click on this one, it opens an email addressed to me. This is a link to my GitHub and a link to my LinkedIn. My message form works, right? And notice that we didn't have messages before, so I did get that hidden feature working. Only shows when messages are actually there, and I can remove a message. If I make the width smaller, then a few changes happen. The navigation bar is now vertical, and it adds a background to each of the H2 headings, so the areas of the screen are easier to identify, and add some background to each UL to each UL element. And I made this happen 2 days ago. All right, so that is my portfolio.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Catch, and thank you for going first. All right. I'm dropping the link to the Slack discussion channel in the chat, so that way if you have any questions or want to share praise, feel free to do so there. Our next presenter tonight is going to be Jachin Antalan. So whenever you are set, feel free to share. You'll need to unmute. Yep, perfect. Yep, you're good to go.
Open. Okay, it says I need to authorize the share. Wait a minute, sorry. Okay.
It might be something you have to hop off and hop back on too. Sometimes if you're authorizing Zoom sharing permissions, if you're on a Mac, it'll have you restart Zoom. So we can always skip you and come back if you'd like us to. Oh wait, there you go.
Is it
Yay,
done
I
now?
see you.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
Oh wait. Sorry. I'm not used to this computer because on the last few weeks of class, my computer has been having problems, so I had to send it out for repair. So I did encounter a lot of issues when I downloaded the files from GitHub. So I mean, I was like so stressed. But I mean, right now everything is okay, I guess. So hopefully everything works out on this presentation. So I can start with my what do you call this? Portfolio project. So all the minimum requirements I tried to meet. So the menu is like working, about, experience, skills, projects, even message, and connect. And then all the contents, if needed to be in Flexbox, I did. And then with the leave a message form, I was also able to accomplish the requirements. So I can put multiple messages. Let's try again. And then remove a single message, because before, if I press remove, all the messages get removed. So I was able to fix it. And I believe that all the links are working as well for the connect section. So yeah, it's just very simple. So let me know if you want me to test anything else, and then I can move on to my API project. So I selected cats and dogs because I'm a cat and dog lover. So I love pets. So what I did is just try to fetch two images at the same time, so I can, you know, choose which cat and dog would have a better photo, which is more entertaining, and then we can like kind of vote. So if I choose this dog because this dog is cuter, I just select the button. And then this cat is cuter, so I select this button. And then I set it up for now for 5 rounds. So if we keep selecting, after 5 rounds, they will have like an alert for the score. So for this round, the dogs win, and then because they have the score of 3 versus the cats only had 2. So after I click OK, the number of rounds starts to 0. I mean, it becomes 5 again, and then the round number starts back to 0. So it will just go on and on until you reach 5 rounds again, and eventually you will get another alert. So right now it says dogs win. So yeah, that's my project, and this is kind of responsive as well. So they stack onto each other. And then, sorry, I forgot to share the responsiveness of my portfolio. And it's also responsive. Wait, I'm not sure why the menu is not stacking on Chrome, but I was panicking also like 5 minutes earlier, but I realized when I use VS Code, so they just stack up like normally. So it's okay with VS Code, but with Chrome, I'm not sure why. So that's what I need to figure out after the presentation. Okay, thank you so much for listening. And yeah, I'm done. If
Awesome.
you have questions.
Great work. Thanks so much for sharing. Presenters, when you're done, feel free to check out the discussion channel too, because there's been comments and things blowing up your feed. So check those out when you're done presenting. Great job. Our next presenter is Sarah. Sarah, whenever you're set, feel free to share.
Okay. I loved your dog versus cat. That was really cute. You gamified it.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you guys see my portfolio?
Yep, we can see you, we can hear you.
Okay. So I confused a lot of people with this one because they didn't understand that it was supposed to look like VS Code. But that was kind of like my design here, was trying to mirror VS Code. So I did, my idea was to eventually make these buttons do something. And so I did. If you hit this one, this is supposed to be like the, like picking the files. So I just highlighted the index and changed the color. It's just like a subtle difference. And then this is like the debugger. So then I just did something silly and turned all of my writing with red squiggly lines when I hit it. And then this is like supposed to look like extensions. So if I hit it, it makes like this extension tab. And then this is my light mode. So it goes to light mode and then turns to a moon. If I hit it again, it's a sun. So yeah, and then I kept the doc type. Teresa was so confused about that. But that was kind of my like little note that it was supposed to look like VS Code. Anyways, and I added some styling right here with my quotation. This is a grid. I did a left and a right grid here. The colors I chose were what my personal VS Code looks like in dark mode. So those were the colors I kind of chose. And then this goes from this column to a single column, and I'll show you the responsiveness in just a moment. I don't know if you guys can tell, but when you scroll down, you can see how it like fades into view. I added that as just something kind of subtle. I added my interests because I just wanted to have experience with putting icons on there. And this is in a grid format too. My education mirrors kind of what I did with the experience as far as the grid layout, same sort of thing here. And then with the programming skills, I wanted to add like little pictures. And then I did the array that was displayed here. I think if I did it all over again, I probably would have put them together so they were like evenly spaced. I didn't love how that kind of turned out. These are my GitHub projects. I turned them into links and just made it so you could click on them. I think if I was doing it again, I probably would have put a picture to it and made them into cards or something. Here's my message section. This was really hard styling. I guess with like you could fix the width here, but it was harder to fix in between the cells. Also, I had issues with, let me show you. My message display, this was coming up blue and it was an LI, and it took me forever to figure out that it was actually the anchor that I was supposed to be styling and not the LI. So I stared at that one forever. And then I just added a little GIF picture because when we first started API calls, I was having fun doing that. And then here's my little connect, and then the date here. And then if I narrow it, let's see. You can kind of see how it stacks. So it just narrows and gets to 3 columns, and then you lose the functionality of the columns that I had before, and then you gain the hamburger menu. So that is that. And then my API project. So Susie Mann made her desktop really cool. It was like a different art, different like artist work each day. And so she kind of inspired me to use the Chicago Art Institute API. And so I made cards, and these flip. So at first I made this 2D, and it was just like the picture with the name of the artist, but then I kept getting error messages because not all of the artists were known. So I had to make this like artist unknown section too. Then I like watched a YouTube video on how to make these cards that flip. And then the thing that took me forever to figure out was like how to get it onto a grid. So yeah, and then you flip it over, and then it's the full name of the artist, the origin of the piece, and then just the medium that it was on. And so these are all just like different cats. And then when you hit it, it flips back over. But the animation was pretty cool. I can't fully take credit for that. That was like something I found online. I guess the only piece I can take credit for is that I figured out how to put it in a grid and I styled it on my own. Yeah. And then when you narrow this, it goes to 2, and then it goes to 1. And then up at the top again, it's a hamburger menu. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. It's a hamburger menu. And then I think at the bottom, I just put like a little subtle footer at the very bottom. Yep. And the only thing that I found really hard about the API was the documentation on it, as far as artwork that I could use, because it couldn't be copywritten artwork on the site. So my like grand scheme at first was like you pick the artist and then it would generate the different artists down below, but it felt like that was too difficult with making sure that the artwork was approved, like I could use it. So that's why I just went with the cats. So yeah, that's my project. Anyone have any questions? No. Okay.
Thanks for sharing, Sarah. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Our next presenter tonight is going to be Nikhil, and please tell me if I'm saying your name wrong.
No, you pronounced it correctly.
Perfect. Thanks, Nikhil. Feel free to share whenever you're set.
All right. Share screen. All right, so this is my portfolio. Starting off, so just at the top, all the links, like you click on them, they'll take you to each section. Started off with the about. For me, it was just once I found something that worked, like I just stuck with it.
Because it honestly feels like my boobs are floating. This cannot be my belt. Is this?
And so once I had my layout set and then I had my colors, I tried not to mess with it because if I changed one thing, it just messed up the whole project. So I just left it the way it was. Going down, I was able to get the API to work. When I say this and then the messaging, like fetching and figuring out how to get the message to work, took me so long, like 3 weeks. It wasn't until like the last 2 days where I got it to work correctly. I was just submitting what I had throughout the week so that I could just say that I was working on it. But I finally got it to work. I fixed the bugs. The LinkedIn, it works. The link here, you can click on it. We can do the name here. Let's do that. Email, and then the message could be like, hello, hold the drink, and then hit submit. Let's see here, it populates, and then this link will open up an email app. Here, just remove, and it goes away. I was short on time working on the project, just going through life and then working on this as well. So I made sure that I did what was required. I didn't add too many like icons or images, but I was able to get it done. I think that's what really matters. And then the weather app I did for my APA project. This one, YouTube University helped me out tremendously. Here, I picked the very first one that was on the list, and then I went through a YouTube and they just showed me how to use the API and how it works. So I kept it simple. I just added some colors and then a box. And here's the weather app. So I'll try to like refresh. And this is Durham, North Carolina, the latitude and longitude. And then you just click the button here, get weather. I don't know if this is correct or not. And then it's in Celsius with the API, but I don't know if this is correct. But it gives you something, and then if you change it, so we could just do 1, 2. I don't know where that is, but wherever this is, the weather is 28 degrees Celsius. But I was just proud that I was able to finish. And I think that's the main part of this whole thing is learning and getting something done.
Awesome. Great job. Thanks so much for sharing your work. Yeah, the weather app is no small feat to tackle their API. So much information. All right. Our next presenter tonight is going to be Amanda. Amanda, whenever you're set, feel free to share.
Hey guys, how's it going? I am gonna pull up here and see if I can get my screen share going. Well, maybe. There we go. All right. So I've got my portfolio project up here. First, we'll go through the nav links, and you can see how they're functional. They take you down to the different areas of the screen. I've got it responsive. It changes size and the text changes a bit, things like that as you resize the page. The image will only go so large to maintain the quality there. My message form, we can go down to the bottom and take a look at that. I had a really hard time with the getting the messages to once you remove the message to then take the message box away. For a long time, I fought with that, but was eventually able to, as you see, get it to remove that message box once you hit the remove button. Some of my favorite things that I did with this project were adding links to my experience section. So you'll pull up, you know, different websites so you can check out the various places that I've worked. I think that is a particularly appropriate for a portfolio page. I really love the front end stuff. So the transparency of the menus, I just had a fantastic time messing with that. I loved the hover effect. So anytime that you've got a link, it'll change on the hover. That was one of my favorite things to mess with. And now I was not prepared to share my API, but I am now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. So my API that I chose to, you might have noticed one of my previous experiences is I'm a former zookeeper. So I kind of wanted to go with my background a bit. So this actually allows you to search your county name and it'll pull up a list of the endangered species in that area. So this is actually pulling 3 different points of reference from the API: the name of the species, their status, and if there is a link to learn more about them, it'll also pull that as well. Well, if the links work, it's much more impressive. There we go. So this allows you to find local endangered species and further information on them. And that's all I've got.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Amanda. Great job. All right. Our next presenter tonight is Simon. Simon, whenever you're set.
Okay, good evening. Let me share my screen. Share desktop. Okay. So, sorry, this is something I was looking into for my API project. Anyways, just put a pin on this for now. Okay. So let's start with the project. This is my portfolio. Sorry, the Zoom controller is like blocking my other taskbar. Okay, so here you go. So this is my portfolio. I just followed the instructions. I try to do as much extra credit as I could within time limits, within reason. You know, I just think it's cool that we could use the DOM to create something that's out of nothing. So I still don't really understand everything, but I know it works. So I'm grateful for that. And let's see if I can show you. Okay, so this is my portfolio page. All the links work on the nav. I definitely want to keep adding to it and make it look, more to my taste. You can leave a message. So, bob@bob.com. Hello, and then it'll be right here. And you could there's a remove button. So that's cool. And then yeah, so you could remove it. What else? Yeah, so this is, I enjoyed this, but I guess out of the two, I enjoyed working on the API project. So let's go there. So you link from your portfolio, and so just go over the README. It's just I just made like a card matching game with the API. So I used 2 endpoints. I used the images, and then I made another section for breeds, for the breed information. Here's a screenshot to show you. When I first did it, I added a little more CSS. It looks a little different. Add a link to the cat API for reference. And then also this W3 school, how to flip a card. So yeah, once again, I can't take credit, but it's cool. I mean, CSS is, this is all CSS. So this is pretty cool that you could just do this with CSS. Very powerful. Okay, so let's check out the game. All right. So it's pretty simple. You just click, and then actually, let's look at the code. So yeah, this is just the HTML. It's very simple. CSS is mainly for styling. There are some, and adjusting for height, and there's some effects like wiggling if you hover over the card and whatnot. But yeah, it's all really here in the JavaScript with the DOM, and just controlling like when it's loaded, preventing default, all little things that matter, spreading. So it's just renders. I don't know how it works really, but it works. Okay. So yeah, let's go back to the game. I'm kind of all over the place. So it remembers the event listener, remembers where you click. So that's how it works really. So that's really the magic. So let's see if I can match one. Okay. That one I remember was right here or something. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so everyone remembers that one. Okay, cool. So that's how you know. And you go, what else I would add? See the white plain background, the image of the cat earlier. I was thinking of adding this as a card for the front because it's very rare to see twin cats that look like that. And it's a whole pairing game, so it kind of fits in the matching. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. Cat me if you can. That was easy. That was probably the easiest part, finding the name. And then if you click on the breeds, it'll just give you some fun facts. And the API gives you 10, but 10 doesn't quite fit, so make it more presentable. And that's pretty much it. Does anyone have any questions?
Awesome. Good work, Simon. You'll learn about pagination to be able to fit multiple things in React if you're taking React next. Very cool.
I'll get ready for that.
Liz is going to be our next presenter tonight. Liz, whenever you're set, feel free to screen share.
Hi.
There you go. We can see you, we can hear you.
Okay, awesome. I'm Liz, and This is actually my second time taking the intro class. I didn't quite complete it the first time around, so it's been an interesting journey. I did my portfolio page. Sorry, I'm gesturing in real life, and I realize that no one can see me. So this is my portfolio page, and I crochet, so I thought I'd try to make it a useful, interesting, personal website to maybe use in the future. It's pretty standard. I think it just goes top to bottom, and yeah. As far as the responsiveness, it does work. It took a little to get like the images to do what I wanted them to do. And I think one of my biggest challenges with both the projects, both this one and the API project, was finding the balance between having to like absolutely understand every single line of code before I used it versus like maybe just jumping in and then fiddling with it and then testing it. So I think that yeah, I'm gonna keep chipping away at this page, keep adding to it, keep refining it, because it has potential. One of the things that I kind of only sort of got working was the toggle dark light. It like kind of works, but I haven't really figured out how to get it to work for the, not the cells, but like the section backgrounds. So work in progress. Still lots to go. Yeah, it's kind of and for the API project, very basic, like super basic. I actually had probably more fun trying to find the punny title. So that's one part. And pretty much it's click here. Is it working? Yeah. And then something pops up. And you click there. And then something pops up. That's pretty much it. That's basically that. So yeah. It's been an interesting journey, and I'm definitely interested in continuing to keep going. I guess that's kind of where it's at. So, thank you.
Awesome. That's great. Thanks for sharing, Liz. Okay, our next presenter is going to be Selam. Selam, sorry I didn't give you a heads up. I just had to switch the order for some technical reasons. So whenever you are set, feel free to screen share. We can see your screen and hopefully we can hear you. I don't hear any audio yet.
You might have to click OK.
We can see you, but we still can't hear you. If you want, we can either circle back to you, or if you'd like to demo it without narrating, that's fine too. If you'd like your work to just stand for itself and you can kind of show it to us. we can circle back to you. Desiree said that they are all set to go. So Desiree, whenever you're set, feel free to take it away for us, please.
Yes. Let's get the windows arranged. I have them pulled up. I just have to get them ready to share. Where is share screen?
It's going to be a green rectangle at the bottom of your Zoom window.
Got it. Okay, are you guys able to see?
We can see you.
Perfect. So this is my portfolio project. It's very spaced out because my monitor is kind of big, but here's my about section, experience and skills. I have some images here from one of my favorite projects. All of my projects here are linked from my GitHub. My connect links here and my leave a message. The spacing is super difficult to get on here. But let's start from here. If you click on each one, it'll take you to each portion, if it can. Ran out of page there. But it's also responsive as well. I can show that. Here you'll see that they start to stack up. And as you go smaller, this will stack as well. One of the extra credit things I decided to throw in here was the dark mode. And then that turns everything here white. I couldn't really figure which would be the best opposite of gray and pink color. So I stuck with black and white here. And then here is the name and date. For the API project, I chose to use the weather API. And you can just put in your city. So once you hit search, my image is broken. But once you hit search, it should give you the weather conditions, your maximum temperature, and your minimum temperature. And there should be an image here. Looks like it's not quite working. But this is using the weather API and then another API from the same, I think it was Mateo, to turn the latitude and longitude. It'll take in the city and use it instead of latitude and longitude. Yeah, what I really enjoyed, I would say, is getting the code to work. That was my favorite part of this project. It's the best when stuff starts to work. Not too interested in the design of it, but just getting it to work exactly the way I envisioned was my favorite part.
Awesome. Great work, Desiree.
Thanks.
Especially getting the city thing to work out. That can always be tricky.
That took forever.
All right. Selam, do you think you're ready, or did you want us to circle back if you're still working things out with your audio? And you can answer in the chat too if you need to. Still not hearing you even though you're unmuted. If you're able to indicate to let us know if you wanted to share your work without you being able to narrate it, then feel free to go ahead and screen share and walk us through. Yeah, I see you unmuted, but we just can't hear you. But hard work shows for itself, so feel free to screen share and we'll take a look at everything that you've built. Yes, we can see your screen. Awesome. Excellent. Clickable links in your project. Great. Leave a message form with a link. Awesome. Ooh, an edit feature too. Great work. All the navigation links jump you down to the section. Wonderful. That's great. Did you want to show us your Coffee API app as well too, Selam? Responsive design, the hamburger menu, wonderful. All right, here's the coffee API with hot beverages and cold beverages. Very cool. I like how you modeled it as though it's a coffee shop listing the menu, using the API to list the menu. That's really cool. Lots of great details in there. All right. Anything else that you wanted to show us? Wonderful. Thanks so much for sharing, Selam. We missed hearing your voice, but we were glad to be able to see your work. Okay. Our next presenter tonight is going to be Dayana. And please correct me if I'm pronouncing anything wrong.
Hi, everyone. Yes, I think you pronounced well. Just let me know if you can see my screen. Oh, excuse about the barking dog background.
Want to be a part of it too.
Have my navigation with the links about section, experience, skills, and projects are parallel because I have not much information there. And connect with links like they go to the profile and then message. And the responsiveness. Oh, the projects are like, you can go to the projects as well. I can. Okay. And the responsiveness. Here goes like. So the bead. So far, I really wanted to add more like user interactions because I really like it, but I really struggle with that. And my AP project is kind of sketchy as well. I will like show it really quick. I don't know how to. I have like a bar of the sun in the middle of the Chrome. I don't know how to go to that page.
To switch over to your art site, Dayana?
Huh?
Were you trying to switch over to your art site or?
Yes, yes. Okay, this is my API. You can fetch like a picture from random artwork and a random picture of exhibition. So, and that's my API.
Anything else you wanted to share with us?
Oh, that bead. Thank
Great
you.
job. Wonderful. All right, that takes us to our final presenter for tonight. Uma, whenever you are set, feel free to screen share.
Yeah, sure. First, I'll show my portfolio, and this is how I did my portfolio, and using the however, and you can the link, it goes to directly to LinkedIn and the GitHub, and if you give the message and if you remove the button and remove it, and using the navigation, it will go through. And for the responsive, so it's taking too much time to load. So it will change my color if I go like one by one. And also I have the hamburger symbols. If you can click whatever it goes, and it's not to exit. And this is looks like my portfolio. And now I present my final project. So for my Open API project, for the final presentation, I used the weather report project. And this is how it looks. So I use the user input as a variable to invoke my API project. So if you give any numbers, like anything for latitude and longitude, it will give you the current weather. And also it will give the full forecast for 10 days. And if you're not giving the valid, and I also created a validation part. If you give anything, if you're not entering anything, it will say you as a enter the valid value. And if you are entering as a string of letters, also it will say valid input. And if you give the number beyond the value, it says please enter the range from
minus -90 to 94 latitude and -180 to 80 for the longitude. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Uma. Great way to close out the night. Was there anybody else on the call that maybe hadn't signed up to present tonight, but did want to present their work to us this evening? All right. Well, then that closes out night one. We hope to see you all back. Those of you who presented tonight, if you're able to make it back for tomorrow night's presentations, please feel free to, so you can watch your other classmates. Great job, everybody. Tom, Teresa, any final words that you want me, or that you want to share before we end?
No, just that was fun watching everybody. You guys have done a great job. I mean, it's been a lot of work, and there's just a lot of information that you're learning in a short period of time, and you've done great, really.
All really cool stuff, and adding the Open API project on, you know, that's a lot of work, a lot of creativity goes into that, and it's awesome to see everybody come up with all kinds of cool ideas for what to do with that.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Haumea Intro to Programming Final Project Presentations. We are on night 2, and our first presenter is, do you prefer to go by Alice or Olesia? Olesia. Hold on, you have to unmute. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, whenever you're set, feel free to share.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. What? Someone is sharing something.
Oh, it's me. I'm sorry. I did that last night too. I'm so sorry. I was sharing sound. You're good to go. We're all guilty. We're all guilty.
Do you see my screen?
Yep, we can see you.
Okay, let me find. Sorry.
That's fine. Take your time.
Panel is blocking. Okay, so here's my portfolio. Okay. Here's my portfolio website, and those are the links in the navigations, which is fixed to the top. And you can go to any section from there. Okay, something is wrong with this one. And go back home. Now, I tried to make the fonts pretty big because I was kind of tired of working with the scripts that are really, really tiny. So I decided to go, you know, with a pretty large fonts. Okay, so this is just a picture in the about. Experience is set as a flex. I just placed the student experience here. Skills are pulled list of the skills from DOM. And the project, I did make this clickable link first, and then I decided if I need to add show more, which is opening and hiding the description, the date created and description. And then if you click go to repo, it's just opening in a new window. Please go away. I'm sorry. I have some friends here. Do you still hear and see me, please? I don't have any.
Yep, sure do. We see and hear you.
Okay. And this is the connect, which is made as a pictures. And it brings to the pages again. Those are opening in a new tabs. Here's the leave a message form, which is filled like with anything. The messages are hidden right now. And if you click submit, you have a message here, which you can edit and save or remove. Okay, and the responsiveness looks kind of like this. Okay. Now to my Open API project, I use the Art Institute of Chicago, which the first request is, the first fetch is the like 50 arts that are pulled out from their database. I wanted to create sort of a like Pinterest-like gallery. And then every piece of art have the button to pull out information about the artwork, like some more information, which is opening in the same window. Then from here, you can go to the source, to the institute, or go back to the gallery. That's pretty much it. The responsiveness is, again, going like one column, and that's pretty easy.
Okay.
So that's it.
Awesome. That's great. Thanks so much for sharing. Job well done.
Yeah, now let me find, okay, stop sharing here.
All right. Our next presenter is going to be Anna. Anna, whenever you're set.
Hello, everyone. I would like to present my final project. I use the Open Meteo API for weather data, and I used Open Cage data to convert city name to coordinate and Zipapatam to convert zip code to coordinate. You can type city name, and it will show city name and state, temperature, humidity, and wind speed. It will be different icon for different weather condition, like sunny, rain, cloud, shower or mist. Also, I have a default icon. 1 second. If it, like the city doesn't have state, it you see only the name of city. The same is for zip code. The same function for zip code. But if it is like unknown zip code or unknown city, it will be show special sign, not found. This is my portfolio. I have a native navigation. Like I have a team switcher for light and dark screen. And if it is dark screen, everything change for more readability. I have a link for Code Dream School. This is link for GitHub using API. You can go to my GitHub projects. This is my social media connection. You can leave my message to me. And also this is like section for leave message. You can submit this message, edit it, save, send message to recipient, or remove this message. Move. For tablet viewing, it's changed to hamburger menu. change background for sections, and section of message start to show in vertically for better viewing. And for phone, for mobile devices, it change experience section background, and navigation section start to be narrow. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for all mentors. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Great job, Anna. Thanks for sharing. All right. Our next presenter is going to be Yulia Drits. Sorry to differentiate, because we do have two on the call. So whenever you're set. Thanks. We can see you. We don't hear you yet.
Hi, everybody.
Now we hear you.
I will be without a camera today. Sorry. This is my portfolio, my final project for intra-class. Here we see the navigation menu. Provides navigation links to various sections of the web page. About section, experience, skills, project, and connect. This is the name and picture section, and also about section. Displays my name, information about me, and picture. And media queries defines responsive styles for different screen size. Let's see. For mobile version, Galaxy Fold. And for tablets, iPad. And for laptops. Then we see the experience section, lists my work experience, including job titles, descriptions, and dates. Here we see the skill section. Here are my skills, some of which I continue to work on and improve. Next comes the project section. This section is filed with project pulled from my GitHub API repositories by clicking on the project name. We go to GitHub repositories. And portfolio repositories. Then the connect section. Here you can see social media icons, containers linked to my email. Sorry. GitHub. My Instagram and Facebook profiles. Next comes the leave a message section. a form for leaving messages, including name, email, and message fields. Now let's try to leave a message here. Let it be Tom. Message. Hello. Message section. Initially hiding, this section displays submitted messages. We can we can see Tom says hello to us, and we can see also delete this message to clicking the remove button. And the final one in my portfolio is adding a footer, dynamically adding a footer to a web page with a copyright notice. That's all. My second API Marvel project. This project is a web application that allow users to explore Marvel characters and comics. Here is a brief overview of how it works. This page, this web page includes navigation links and search form section for displays connect. Responsive design is also adaptive to different devices. And the smallest size, iPad Pro. And the fetch date function makes API request to the Marvel API and fetches characters or comics data representing each characters or comics, including image, titles, and description. We can search for characters or comics by name of title. Let's see, bomb. Submit. We can see image, name, and descriptions, and also comics. It's all about projects, but in conclusion, I'd like to thank the Code the Dream team, and also thank you very much to our mentors for helping us. This experience is incredibly valuable to us. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Yulia. Great presentation.
Thank you so much.
Our next presenter tonight is going to be Vital. Vital, whenever you're set, feel free to share screen. And then you'll just need to unmute too.
Guys, can you see my screen?
We can see you, we can hear you.
Yeah, so I would like to start from saying thank you, Mary Alice, Tom, and Teresa for your input and help, and support through the, our class. And also I'd like to, say thank you to, our mentors. It's, my mentor was Katerina, Sergey, and Daniel. And so it was, very helpful, and also, all our Russian-speaking, peers. It was, big help, and thank you very much. Yeah, so I'll start from my portfolio. I'm kind of minimalist kind of guy, so the page is pretty simple and not much colors here, but I like it. So yeah, here's the navigation bar. We can use it. It will redirect the user to the appropriate section. So here's the project section. I fetch the data from my GitHub repo. It's shown here, and also I have a connect section. We can open those GitHub and LinkedIn. It will be redirected to the GitHub and LinkedIn as well. My pages. Yeah, it's kind of slow. Yeah, also I have a leave a message form, so we can write down something here. Okay. And submit it. Yeah, it pops up here. The message, yeah, we can remove it. Yeah, let me show responsiveness of my page here. Yeah, you can see, it's kind of flexible, which is good. Yeah, so yeah, that's yeah, pretty much it about portfolio. Let's jump on my OpenAPI project. So I was working, yeah, like I said, with the help of our peers. So and create this page. I love cats, and I was using the cat API data, so I fetched the images and cats breeds, and also yeah, I'll show you. So the user can enjoy funny pictures of the cats. Here the user can learn about their breeds and description, etc. And the last step, user can kind of vote or up and down. So I'm still working on this page. It needs some love because I want to add more feature to the page, but it's right now it's like that. So that's all from my side, and yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate your help and support, and yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Vital. Yep, a developer's work is never done. There's always minds at work of what else can I do with my code?
Exactly.
Especially styling.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, our next presenter tonight is going to be Nayeli. Nayeli, whenever you're set, feel free to share.
Hello. Can everyone see my screen?
We sure can.
So this is my portfolio. In the end, I did use Bootstrap for this cover page. I like the layout and I thought it would go nicely, but we click here about, oh no. Oh no, wow. I thought I had it set up. Okay. See here. Oh, okay. There we go. So here's my section here. A little bit about me, my education, skills, my projects, the connect section, the leave a message. I can click here. It takes you to each section. If I click home, it takes me back. The same right here. This one takes me there. So I connected all of them. Same with this one to the connect section. And let's see here. The same thing is gonna happen with the coffee one because I had one already opened. So let's see. Oops. Sorry, everyone. Okay, so for my coffee API, I decided to make it like a mini storefront. So here's the coming soon page because as always, there's always a lot that goes into adding like the prices and everything, the description of each coffee. That's the hot one, the iced one. And these are also linked, so that one takes me back. And let's see here. Oops. So yeah, I tried to link all of them together, send email, LinkedIn, and that's all. I'm also very, very thankful for the mentors and all the support that was offered. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Nayeli. Great job presenting. That makes me thirsty for some coffee now too. All right, Erin's going to be our next presenter. Erin, whenever you're set, feel free to share.
Awesome. Fortunately, I have coffee also, so there we go. Oops. Did this work? I'm going to assume that you can see. Okay, cool.
Looks good now, yep.
Awesome, thanks. Okay, hi everybody. I'm Arin Williams. Thanks so much for taking the time to check out my portfolio and then my project momentarily, my API project. I am kind of minimalist by nature, so my portfolio does reflect that. But I'll walk you through some of the things that I like and then that I want to improve on later on down the road. It completely functions. I think the most challenging thing was getting this leave a message to work. So I'll show you how it works. Let's see. Oops, wrong field. So it is functioning. All the messages go down to the bottom. I think in the future, though, I would love to hide that section when I don't have messages. But that'll be something I get down to later on down the road when I have time to tinker with this again. My favorite part is the responsiveness. I just think it's pretty cool. I enjoy working on making things responsive. You can see my nav just got smaller and my photo got smaller as well. So that was super fun. Let's see. I think another challenge, let me see. Another challenge that I had in doing this was actually the copyright. I remember that was kind of a stressful time in the class. It took me a while to get that right, but nonetheless, I was able to work with my mentors and get unblocked with that. And then the nav was challenging, but that felt like a good accomplishment to be able to work on. So the nav works properly. You can see I can click on anything and it displays properly. I'm gonna hop over to the next project. The next project, I did the coffee API, or the two coffee APIs, one for iced and one for hot beverages. pull that up. So I named my site Coffee Newbie. And it's hard to see all the stuff on the screen because the Zoom buttons. But anyway, you'll see here that these look like buttons, but they're actually links. I just wanted to get really creative and figure out a way to just be simple. Again, I'm kind of a simple person. So every time you click on one of the, every time you click on one of the hot or the iced drinks, you'll get presented with a drink. It has a title of the drink as well as the description. And then when you click on next drink, the page actually refreshes. So I'm just reloading the page to get you your next drink. This is not an animation. It's just my computer is like at peak memory right now. So if you see funny stuff happening with the mouse. So we'll go to the home. You have to go back to home. I built a home button, and then you can go to hot. We were just looking at iced beverages, and you can click your way through, get recommendations, and find out what the ingredients are in the description as well. And of course, this is responsive, just like my portfolio site. Go back to home. And that's it. So pretty simple, but I feel like I learned a lot in this, and I learned a lot in the whole course. I do want to give a special thank you though to my mentors, Katarina and Rio. They were just phenomenal the entire time. I was really grateful. I feel like if they were, I know they're volunteers, if they were paid for the time that they got, they would be very rich people for all the help and the time that they gave me through just meetings and Slack messages, and always very available and very supportive. So I'm thankful to them, and I'm also thankful to you, Mary Alice, Tom, and Teresa for your leadership in this program. This was really an incredible opportunity, and I'm grateful that I got to be a part of it, and really looking forward to the next step in the program. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Aaron. We are glad to have you being a part of it. Without you all, there's no reason for us to be doing anything. So thank you for being a part of class.
Awesome.
All right. Okay, our next presenter is going to be Kenneth. Kenneth, are you on the call? I didn't notice your name, but I wasn't sure if you were one of the unnamed users on the call. If you can just throw up a reaction or unmute and say, yep, I'm here if you're here. Okay, don't think we have Kenneth with us. So our next presenter is going to be Vera. Vera, whenever you're set, feel free to share.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to be here. Here my portfolio project. It has navigation bar and all sections here. Navigation bar. Make me go to section shown. I have connect section, and all links goes to appropriate page. My project on GitHub, email. User can leave a message to me, and message appear here. It could be more messages and messages. I can edit any message and save and remove message when needed. Also, I have dark mode, and this also work for dark mode. And I can switch anytime with this button. And I have responsiveness design. My experience and skill and project on white window shows in multiple columns. When I narrow the window, it's arranged less columns, and on narrow window I have one column. Also, I can on mobile, and when I choose narrow window like phone, I have the menu navbar, that one column that always stick to the top, and I can handle this message on mobile. All links, my project goes to GitHub, to my project. Each project have description. Also, it's working dark mode, and I can easily to switch. And that's pretty it about my portfolio. Another project is open weather application that fetch the weather from open other weather application. There are a lot of options to fetch weather. How it's work, I can put zip code. By zip code, it fetches coordinates, and then it immediately fetch weather data, showing weather icon, temperature, and I can get another. When I have invalid zip code, less than 5-digit zip code, it shows the error message. And when I have 5 digits but invalid locations that doesn't exist, it shows me location not found. And it's wait while a user enter valid location and immediately show the weather. It's original logo from this site and their color schema. Thank you so much for teaching the Code the Dream of all mentors. I really appreciate your teaching and learned a lot. I had challenges with flexible box to make it responsive and change columns, and with edit message that it show background color correctly, and with dark mode it sometimes didn't work appropriate, but I got it working.
Everything came together beautifully in the end. Good job, Vera.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, good presentation. Our next presenter tonight is going to be Yulia Tran. Whenever you're set, Yulia, feel free to share.
Hi everyone. Okay, since I started from this project, so this is my OpenAPI project. It's a coffee one. So here you can see hot drinks and ice drinks. I divided them. When you press hot drinks, it fetches the number of the hot drinks. And I removed some drinks that were not related to the hot, like lemonade. So I put this into the function. So when I removed this number, letters from the titles from here, and when you press on any title, it fetches the drink with photo information. Press back. Okay, and like if we can press back here, you can press iced coffee. Iced coffee. So here you can click on Frappuccino, and also the page updates itself. Go back, home, here we go. So another project is my portfolio project. It's here. You can see the you can see my page here and my experience, all of the sections. You can press, everything is working on all of the in the navigation bars. Leave a message. You can write a message here. Amazing. Hello. Okay, submit. And you can see this message there. You can remove. I can work like on removing this message information, but not today. Footer is here, and responsiveness. Okay. Oh no, not responsiveness. So here my links to connect. Everything is working. You see my LinkedIn and all other links are working. So everything is working. And responsiveness. So here we go. You can see my information. I'm also minimalist. Yeah, and you can always get better, but I'm okay. I'm happy that I got this because I don't have any background, so I'm really proud of myself. And thanks Code of the Dreams for this opportunity. So even from here, everything is working. You can see. So, and the most challenging was to go to bed on time and find a bunch of time to finish all of the projects. And yeah, here are my projects. You can click on them and it goes to the GitHub. Everything seems working. That's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Yulia. Truer words have never been spoken about the biggest challenge is going to bed on time. I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love that for you. We hope you get some rest and relaxation before you start your advanced classes.
Oh
But
yeah. I need some time
yeah.
to yeah.
Decompress
Okay.
a little. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, our next presenter tonight is going to be Ozzy. Ozzy, whenever you're set, feel free to share.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary. Okay, so first of all, after I saw all the designs you guys did, especially the ladies' designs, I think I believe I'm not very good at it because I kept everything very like minimal here. Basically, it's just like I put navigation here, my name, picture, and quick introduction about me, experiences, and skills I added by the JS code and the projects from GitHub. I fetched them. For Connect, I have a button here that goes to my LinkedIn page and then my email, some of my information here, and then leave a message section. For that one, I chose to display it like this. I think I might be better on this, but just after I saw all the designs here, because like that gave me all of them gave me an ideas. So for editing, I decided to move prompt here. I decided to choose create prompt here, and then it updates the message here. And yeah, so that's basic. I have only one background image, but yeah, after I saw all the designs, probably I'll be working on it again. And the second I chose API for API project, I chose Vetter. For like I created these images by AI and then added to my project. So I only use 6 cities. Maybe I might use search box or something. That also gave me an idea. So I have current weather and forecast. There is one bug here I wasn't able to solve. Every time I change current weather and forecast, the array, I think, being randomly selected here. Cities are being randomly selected for display. For example, it's New York here, but I click on current weather, Istanbul is coming back. So I'll be working on it to fix it. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Thanks, Ozzy. Yeah, that's one other reason why I love presentation nights is that flow and exchange of ideas. People usually come away with them like, that's something else I want to put in my portfolio. Great job. Thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything. Tom, especially like I know sometimes I give you late notices to receive feedback from you, and thank you so much for being kind to me every time. I learned a lot from you guys. Hopefully I'll be on the next level and like to learn more with you.
Awesome. Thanks, Ozzy.
Yeah, beautiful result. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We do love our Tom. Love you, Tom. All right, our next presenter is going to be Seung. Seung, whenever you're set, feel free to share. And for anybody, if I am ever saying your name wrong at any point, whether we're on a one-on-one call or we're in a presentation, please be like, Mary Alice, can you say my name this way, please?
Wow. I'm going to be a little bit embarrassed after seeing all the websites there. So anyway, I'll get started. Picking the right. All right, so good afternoon and evening, everyone. I've caught up with work, but I think missing some of April and May. Certainly, my mind could be a little bit more polished. I actually worked on it pretty late last night, and I think my codes got changed. And so I was frantically searching it on the GitHub, but I may have to do a little more digging. So basically, going over my portfolio, what I worked on a few days is just hovering over the different areas here, and that took a little bit of time. And so I think if you click on about, it does go to that location as well as experience. So I'd lost the Leyva message. It was working just fine, and I was able to move on to the next lesson. I think it was lesson 16 or 15. But somehow I lost the delete button as well as the it does not show. So I have to figure out what happened there. I was able to get the repositories, but that disappeared as well. So I think I must have pushed one of the branches that was older. My Star Wars project, I worked on it for a period of time. I believe I have one that is a little more stylish, but I'm working on buttons that are not working properly. So I'm getting error messages, it's not showing up. My intention was to, randomly generate the characters and also get fetch characters there, all the characters, and the specific character, if you could remember the name. So it's not working right now. Let's see. There was Star Wars that was working. And it was just specific characters, and I think I closed that. Close that. So let me see if I can find it real quickly. So anyway, it's probably gonna have to do for right now. So apologize for that, but always trying to continuously improve. So that's my goal.
No apologies necessary, son. Good job. The foundations are definitely there, and we know you'll be able to get everything falling into place in no time. Reach out if you need any help from any mentors, or if you need me to get you any mentoring support as you wrap things up, then just let me know.
All right.
But good work. All right. Our next presenter tonight is going to be Mohammed Ahmed. Mohammed, whenever you are set.
Hello, everyone. I just want to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yep, we can see you.
So I have my website here, has a navigation bar, and it hovers when I click on it. And it takes me to the right place when I click on it. I have like GitHub project list here. And also I have the Connect has like 3 icons. I know this one is the old version of Twitter icon, but I will change it soon. And also I have the leave message form, has 3 input and hidden section for the message. So when I click, for example, I will see the message section. They will be here. It has like 2 remove and edit button. And also my website is like responsive to the small devices. This is for the portfolio project. I got the weather app for the API project. I enter the city. It will take me to this page. Has like the wind speed and sunrise. I'm still working on it. Trying to get more information and put it there. Yep, I'm still working on this stuff. I'm trying to get the sunrise with the get time zone method soon. And yeah, this is my work, and I would like to say thank to everyone at Code the Dream for providing a flexible schedule and learning experience, and thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Mohammed. And I believe our final presenter tonight, and I apologize, I didn't give you warning on it, Stephanie Chiang. You'll be our final presenter tonight. Whenever you're set, feel free to share. We can see you.
Okay, hi everyone. So I'm going to present first my API project. I added to my previous project, which I was also practicing some JavaScript. So I created a Pomodoro timer with just some very simple design. I was trying to get trying to create some app, some kind of like peaceful app. So the start will allow it to count down until 0, and then it will give you a vibrate kind of like a sound if it's like count to 0, but we're not going to wait that. There's a short break. You can like change between the short break, the long break. It's just it's not personalized yet, but it's working for 25 minutes and short break 5 minutes and long break 15 minutes. And here are some hamburger navigation. So here are the fetch. So just some modification codes you can go next. There's their codes and then also the author of the codes. And if users like feeling going back, like they click too fast, for example, and they saw something great, you can go back so you can see that again. And then the second fetch is just a simple weather app. I hide it first. And when you create the city name, it's gonna give you the city and then kind of like the weather situation, and also fetch the icons with its weather and also the minimum and the maximum. So if you create some, I don't know, it's also gonna give you a city not found if you put any random city. And that's my API fetch. And here is my portfolio project. So here is probably a little bit too small, but I'm not sure. I kind of like it. It's very simple. So here just brings you to the experience, 1 page, and the projects, or same thing for others. Here is the About Me section. So everything just like laid out very clear. I intended to create this for future employer in case if they clicked on like my portfolio. And here it's just very simple. I haven't created for clickable yet, but that's my to do for the future. And leave a message, also very simple. So in here, you can highlight that your message is here, and also you can remove it. And then the connect section, just create some logo. It's gonna create you go to your LinkedIn. So everything works pretty well, except for probably the WeChat. But if you have one, it's gonna give you go to WeChat. And one thing I love about this is the responsive. So okay. So it's when it gets smaller tablet, it's going to go down. And also for the projects, if it's bigger, it's gonna it's gonna wrap, and then if it's small, gonna go down. This is the best thing of Grid, I think. Really love it. And that's pretty much of my project. Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you so much for every mentor, and thank you for Tom for always giving good tips. I before learned myself for writing code, but I feel that my code isn't that clean. But now my code is like way cleaner. It's very helpful, and I'm very willing to continue like editing because it's way too clean. I just keep on editing. And thank you for Rio for always giving like new hacks, new fun stuff. I really like it. That is outside of the class, outside the scope. I just really love it. And yeah, thank you all for your help. It's been a very great 3 months, and I think we all learned a lot. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Stephanie. That's a great way to close us out. Before we officially close it out, is there anybody on the call that wanted to present that hasn't presented either last night or tonight? All right, very cool. Well, I do just want to echo what many of you already said tonight. Thank you to all of our mentors. You all are amazing, and we appreciate and value all of the time that you put in to be able to help our students be the awesome people that you have been able to see in presentations. Tom, were there any other parting words or anything that you'd like to share?
No, I just what a creative set of projects. You know, there's a lot of room for creativity in the Open API, and we saw all kinds of interesting takes on it. So I'm really glad we added that, and it's really fun to watch everything. I'd heard about some of these projects, and I was looking forward to seeing how they came out. So it's pretty cool.
Awesome, that's great. And our program director, Lori Kamala, had snuck onto the call too to be able to see everybody's presentations. Lori, did you just want to give a big congratulations?
Yes, congratulations, everyone. It's so amazing. I wasn't able to join for the first round of presentations. So I feel honored to be able to see all your work. It's amazing. It's so clear like how much work everybody put into it. And it's really all the creativity and the work, and yeah, everyone's hard work is paying off. So wonderful job. We can't wait to see you in the advanced classes.
Yep, indeed. Awesome. All right, well, pat yourselves on the back, do something kind for yourselves, prop your feet up, get yourself a cool beverage. You've definitely earned it from all of your hard work. So be good to yourselves. And keep an eye on your emails. I'll be sending any next steps information to you. If you have any questions at all, or you want to reach out to me for any reason, you can reach me on Slack, you can reach me on email, so that way I can answer any questions about program stuff for you. And congratulations, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Adrian and I'm going to walk you through projects for my Intro to Programming Bootcamp with Code the Dream. So this is my portfolio. I'm going to walk you through the responsiveness. The navigation bar brings me to the different sections. Of course, the about and experience are full with my real experience. The skills and project sections were created using JavaScript, the bullet list. So specifically with this project list, I am using a Fetch API to go to my GitHub profile to pull those projects. These links can go places, just to show you that they are working. So you can leave a message. Hello. Which creates the messages section. You can also edit this using an alert box. I can also remove it, and then it removes the whole messages section. So the thing that I liked about this portfolio project, and really all of them in general, is that I got to use, because I work in marketing, I'm not very good at the color design and color theory. However, I use the tool, it's an Adobe tool that calculates different color schemes based on a color. So it'll give you 6 different shades, just kind of a color palette that you can work with. And I use that for this. I'm waiting for Visual Studio Code to load. And then we are going live. And this is my Fetch API project using the cat and dog Fetch API. So we're gonna fetch a random cat, as you can see. Even if you reload the page, you get another cat. We go back home, and we click on dogs. We got different dogs. And while you're here, I wanted to show you an additional project that I did to really practice my JavaScript. Okay, maybe not. It's not loading. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so something I learned HTML and CSS as a teenager. I used to create my own home pages and social media layouts back in the day. So this was really cool to learn JavaScript because I had tried to use it before or learn it before on my own. But without the structure, without the mentor support, it was really difficult. So this program was really great for that. I will say it was getting, in the beginning, I did not enjoy the JavaScript as much just because it was something new to me. That was really confusing, but this is kind of an example of a tool that I built to practice. So I work remotely and I'm in Eastern time, and this tool gives me a time zone converter because my coworkers are in these different time zones. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, have a great day.
Website that I made, and this is the navigation portion of it, which works to jump to the section of the webpage. And this is my about, the experiences, and then my Connect also has my stuff linked in, pun not intended. It gives GitHub, and then there's the email, which will work to pop up the what's it called? The show. Oh, sorry. But there's also the skills that I have. There's the different projects that work to get out of the webpage and just link to the ones that that I'm talking about. There's also the message form where if I type in like my name and then just like a random email and just create like a hello message, and if I click submit, it will show down here, and I can remove it, but I will show this one first so I can email the specific person that emailed me, and then, or not emailed but messaged, and I can remove it as well. And this is the footer with like the copyright and stuff like that, and the year. But yeah, this is everything with my webpage. My most favorite part about it was probably getting it done, and then I didn't really like the fact that I had to. I was a lot more confused with how to do like the jumping to the page, because I thought it would be like a different kind of style than having to just do the ID portion of it, because I thought it would be like the kind of separate kind of idea, but it was easier to figure it out after I kind of just didn't overthink it. And then the mail to was also pretty fun to do, because I didn't know you could email from like a web page. I thought it was going to be some extra stuff, but it was pretty easy to do that. And yeah, thank you for your time.
Hi, Teresa. This is Amber from Haumea. I am going to share with you my portfolio project, and both of them actually. Here is my About Me. You have my name and the right here, responsive about, experience, connect, skills, and projects. Just to show you it works, we're going to jump really quick and I'll go back up. Experience and connect, skills, and projects. I am going to show you my responsiveness, and just to show you everything all at once, how it scrolls, I'm going to scroll for you. And here's my form. Show you how this works first. And I'm going to say hello world. Submit. And you see it here. It's mail to and the message and a remove button. Just to show you somebody else, I will take one right there. Again, the mail to, hide there, and remove. There we go. Remove and remove, just to show you that it works. Again, these also go to, if you hover over mail to, follow on GitHub, it goes to my GitHub, connect on LinkedIn, and goes to my LinkedIn. My favorite part about creating this was basically just all of it. The most fun I had was in CSS and designing. That I already do graphic design, so it was really fun for me. Although I'm not happy completely with this, I think it's just more of me forcing myself to make it minimal while playing around with different features, because there's just so much you could do. The form was really fun for me, and just proving to myself that I could do it from start to finish was great. I'm going to show you the responsiveness of this website. As it gets smaller, this becomes stacked, and headings and other text go smaller, and there is no horizontal split. I will move on to my API project, which is the art of the day. I chose the Art Institute, and I chose a fetch of the title, the artist, and another one would be the birth date and the death date of the artist. I added a button, load new artwork. Every time we process it, it comes and gives us the new title, the new artist, and if they have it, the birth and death date. Load new artwork just to see, show you the responsiveness. It just changes the heading size and adjust as so. My favorite part in creating this one was just wrapping my head around the whole API thing in general. I definitely loved it. I learned a lot. It was fun and challenging all at the same time. I appreciate all that you guys do. It has been a wonderful time and a journey. And I hope to be selected to go on to the React class. And thank you. Thank you for all your help. All right, bye-bye.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brandon Warren, and I am here to showcase my final project along with my API project as well. So I'm just going to give like a quick walkthrough of everything. Let me start by sharing my screen. All right, so I have my video on as well, but here's basic walkthrough of my website. I went ahead and just did it as ordered, having the navigation as far as like the about, project section, experience, skills, connect. And then I just have it as a drop-down list to where each section is kind of tailored in the middle. Here with the list of projects, the about, adding a profile picture, and just a blurb about myself and what my career goals are. My project section going over all the detailed projects. I have a large list of projects just because I took a coding bootcamp back during COVID that was similar to this one, but not exact. It was kind of more broad and kind of showed a lot of different challenges with like Matplotlib and Leaflet, Plotly, and all other stuff. So I figured I'd just combine that whole thing since I was already using GitHub, and then just add the repositories that we did within this class. Here I have my experience section. I left my companies out to remain nameless, but information is all true. I swear by it. Just a brief history of my job history. Been in the tech field for probably about 5 years or so, and definitely looking to transition into more of like a software career development role. So this is just like a laundry list of my pathway that I have been in so far. Here's just a skills list that we all worked on within the class, just showcasing JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and like so. And then here I also have my connect links, linked to my LinkedIn, GitHub, Slack, and email, and they're all clickable links that you can access, which all kind of work. Here's a Slack that's actually open right now. Kind of have it to where it's, yeah, launches a little bit over. Here's the link to my GitHub. Huge Punisher fan, so that's why I use that as an icon. have this showcased here, and then just link to my LinkedIn as well. This also goes, but I have it hibernated right now, but it still kind of links to my profile, but just that's the reason why it doesn't come up, just because I have it hibernated, which will say here. And then here I have my leave a message section to where you can type your name in. So for example, I kind of have messages that I've done before. So I can just say, hey, nice website, which I think is pretty nice. You can submit, and from here it will showcase the name, which is a clickable link, the message, and you have an edit remove button that you can choose to maybe say like a cool website instead of exclamation point, which is bad grammar, but you can also do that, or you can remove it if you just don't want to have it. And then once it's removed, that message section does disappear to where no messages will show. So just a breakdown of the final project, just because I don't remember exactly all what you need to have. As far as project structure, the README, index, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all of that is listed within my project here. I have these showcased here as well as in my Visual Studio, kind of having the JavaScript listed, images, CSS with all the index files here. Also here, the index.js, and then my index.html, which is all kind of synced to my project. So yeah, I mentioned the optional part where I have the contact me or the connect section. The sticky fix navigation, I tried to have that work. It was working before. I think maybe it's something in my code that I might have messed up or switched, but I don't have that actually where it's sticky to navigate, but I do have it to where all of them are clickable links. So every single one will kind of go to the direct section. And then you just kind of scroll back up to get to where you want to go to as far as that. And then if you want to refresh, or say if I do log out of that one, and then I do want to refresh the index.html, and that'll kind of repopulate that messages section as well too, if you want to leave a message. What else? It does have a level 2 heading with the about. I did kind of change and kind of italicize that. No more paragraphs. Yeah, that's just a quick blurb right there that's listed. Photo is listed as well. Experience, I have my list of previous work experience, as well as my projects that are all like clickable links, so you can all go to them and it'll directly direct to where it is in GitHub. Sorry, my face is in the way. Such as like the Open API project, which is the next one that I'll be talking about, but I can kind of have that on there as well so you can see it. So yeah, list of skills, went over that. Should be styled in a grid or flexbox layout. I did use a grid layout. I tried to kind of keep it in the middle to where everything's kind of centered. I know for one of the assignments we were supposed to have it off to the side, but I just thought this looked cleaner, so I wanted to have like a cleaner, more uniform look to it. Project section, list of repositories, each GitHub repository, correct, that's all there. I did try to display the additional information here underneath. Some of it I didn't put descriptions, but I just added like the created date. All of that was kind of done in the index.js as far as like the anchor section. Kind of just added an anchor at the bottom and then created like a paragraph element to where I can make them clickable links, and then also kind of pull in that description. And this is just no description available if nothing was there, but some of them I didn't write description, so that's just why that's listed there. What else? Leave a message, I mentioned all that. That's also there. It has to submit. The event listener, that's also listed here within index.js. Added event listeners for, remove button, for the edit button, to select messages, to clear the inputs, kind of just all followed it step by step. It wasn't too hard, but I guess it was a lot of information I was pulling from online, but the videos each week kind of helped, and then just kind of going through the group mentor sessions, and kind of seeing it as a class that definitely helped to kind of get me to like where I was stuck, or if I had questions, I could kind of ask the group or kind of see what they were going over with as well. Mention edit button, message text, connect me, contact me. I put all those links as well. I do have a footer listed at the bottom. It's not showing on this just because sorry. It's on there, but I can't like get rid of. Yeah, basically there's a footer there. I was just trying to scoot it through this, but just the copyright of showing what's listed there. And then index.js, I kind of like have all my details in there about the copyright logo, the event listeners, edit buttons, names about repositories. I think I'm repeating myself. As far as the index.css, I have that code commented out as well. So this kind of just navigates by section for as navigation, adding hover, different specificities for like the links, for the about section, for the names, all of that. I did have a little bit of trouble just because I think I had this LI link and this would kind of update everything. And I tried to space it out to where it would update different sections, but this one kind of like trumped all the other ones. Probably should have asked about that, but I still was able to kind of display it and kind of change it. But that was just one thing I noticed that was kind of tripping me up. But yeah, and then also just this also changes depending on if it's like a tablet version or if it's a larger screen. If it's a larger screen, it'll display as black. And then if it is go back. Yeah, it'll display as like black text. And if it's a tablet screen, then it'll kind of go as white if you like minimize the screen down. But that's just a breakdown of that. And I have my images folder as well too, with just images of my headshot that I used, and then just the GitHub logo and like the LinkedIn logo as well that I wanted to just add for both of those on the website. So yeah, that's basically this part of the project for my website. Definitely liked it, definitely enjoyed it. The other part that I could go to is my API project, which has a bit less detail. So I will see. I'm just going to kind of open it up on here. Desktop my applications. Oops. Okay, file, open folder. That's where I was wrong. Open folder. Okay, so we're in we go open API project. Okay, so here I have my API project. This has my index.html, my styles for like the index.css that has styles for this as well. And then I have my JavaScript, which has a crypto.js file, which links to Cloudflare. And then I have this index.js, which kind of like talks about the fetching of the API. I use the Marvel API, so I can showcase that here as well. The only thing about this is that I have it to where it like pulls all the data from the developer website. So it does take a little bit of time for it to upload, but you'll see it kind of inspecting in the background. Don't think that's an error message yet. No error. So it's just pulling the information. But it does take a little bit of time for it to work. Not that much time. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I just have it pulling. I'm a big Marvel fan. I love superheroes, Marvel in general. So I have it basically just pulling all of the names of different characters. And then from here, it just kind of shows you which comic books that character may have been mentioned in. So for instance, we could look at, let's see, I always kind of go for Black Panther. So if you click on Black Panther, this will show him all of the comic books that he's mentioned in, the years and what issues. So I've been in comics ever since I was a kid. I have a dad who's a big comic fan, kind of passed it to me. I got friends who are all like Marvel nerds, so we all kind of geek out about this stuff. But this is, just my open API project that kind of fetches the characters and then also fetches comic book data that they're mentioned in. It does take a while to reload and get back to the front. I think that is one issue. I don't know if it's just because it's pulling too much data, but that does kind of lag and take a bit of time for that. So I mentioned that in the README. But yeah, there's no issues with the code. I believe it is readable. I do have the repository public, so if you want to take a look, it kind of gives a walkthrough, just a basic how to kind of navigate, note, say, hey, it does take a while, so please be patient. But yeah, that is my API website or project, and then this is my personal website. Definitely had fun, definitely enjoyed this class. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about this recording, but appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Hey you guys, how you doing? I know I put out my recording video before of showing my website and my API project, but I did not realize that I actually didn't have the right screen share on. So let me just do a continuation of what it was that I was trying to show. Let me see. Okay, so I believe this should be sharing correctly. So this is my website, basically just a little walkthrough of what I created. I have all the navigation links above that show like the about, projects, experience, skills, connect section. All of them do connect to where they work directly to each section. Each one navigates to, where it needs to go. And it's just kind of like a quick little navigation of everything that I have. This is my connect here, showcasing all my links. So that's LinkedIn. I mentioned in the previous video, my account was hibernated, so that's why that didn't pop up. It goes to Slack, goes to Gmail. I won't open each one of them, but just to let you know, like that, all of them do work, and all of them do link back to the website beforehand. So outside of that, you can leave a message on this. So I can kind of show what that looks like. You put my email. Really nice website. You can submit. From there, it will show the message down below. Just show the name. Has a clickable link. The message, and then there's an edit remove button that you can use for each one. So just go ahead and remove. And then, as before, it does kind of delete that section if that's gone, and then it'll spawn back up if I return hit that and it'll refresh. So just a quick view of my website, just showing everything. Here's the links as well to all the repositories that I did. As I mentioned, I have so much because I took a coding boot camp during COVID. That one was in person, a little bit more, wouldn't say more intense, but just a longer version. So that's why there's so many repositories. I kind of just kept it under one GitHub. For my other one, I will stop sharing just to make sure I'm sharing the correct one. Let's see. So share again. All right, so from here we have my OpenAPI website. I won't show the code because I kind of just showed the code before earlier in the past video, so this kind of didn't show anything, but I'll kind of just show that there are really no error messages with it. As I mentioned before, it does take a while to load just because I did 2 fetch datas, not too long actually because it did just load now, but I basically did this where it just takes all the information from that developer website from Marvel. Mentioned like I'm a big Marvel fan, so all of these links work basically just one fetching the data for the characters, the other fetching the data for the comic books that they're in. Another one, I guess I'll use Beast as an example just because I was watching X-Men earlier. But here's Beast, basically shows all the content that he was involved in, each issue of Marvel Comics, and then just has it listed out. So yeah, this is a brief view of my API project and my website. Make sure to watch this video again just to make sure I didn't screencast another wrong area, and then I have to resend it. But yeah, feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Enjoyed the class. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Jin and this is my portfolio. I have my HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files all properly linked in the head tag. Within my body tag, I have my navigation, with working internal links. So if I click on the skills, it'll drop down to the skills section, and about will drop down to about section. I have my JavaScript on the bottom here below the section tag within the body, instead of having it deferred here. No particular reason for that. My about section, this sentence is inputted through a paragraph tag. Experience is unordered list. Skills is inputted through the index JavaScript file right over here. Oh, not over here, sorry. Up here with the skills array. Whereas my projects is included through the API right here from my GitHub. My Leyva message, when I type in a message, it'll populate in the message section. That's through this section right here in the JavaScript. So I can do test@gmail.com, test comment, and it should populate in the messages section. And if I clicked on this, it would let me send an email there, and I can go ahead and remove it from here as well. I have this on my browser right over here, so it works. Same thing, I could click experience, it could go down to experience. I forgot to make the LinkedIn and Twitter links to open up as a separate tab. So just to show that it works, I'm going to open it up like that, and then right over here it's opening. Same thing here, test again at gmail.com, test again, submit, populates, I can remove again. And I have my Open API project in my project section from the GitHub API the fetch, and I made my API a cat images. So from the API fetch, I get the images as well as the breed name. And if I wanted additional cat images, I'm only made it 4, so 2x2 images. So if I put additional cats, I'll get 4 more. And this is all styled through index.css as a grid layout. Pretty much it's an infinite call of cats. And that's it for my final project. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Maite. I want to introduce my final project. So I refresh the website. This is my portfolio website. By clicking on this button, you can see the main part of the site. And you can also see by scrolling the page. And this is the navigation section that I set the hover for each item, and it's fixed. And this is my skill section that I made with grid, and this part of the project is also made with grid. The experience section is made with Flexbox, and this part is my contact section that I can type my name and email, for example, and also a message. And I put a hover for this button, and when I click it, the message shows here. And this is my name and the message, and I can remove all the messages. In the footer, I put the link of email and GitHub that can be clickable. When I click it, it shows my GitHub account. And I put this button to move to the top of the page by clicking on it. So this I made this website responsive. So when I open my website on tablet or mobile size, it will show perfect. I changed the font size for this section, and also this is my navigation bar. And when I click on it, I can go to the part of each section. And also all of these are responsive. Yeah, this is all my portfolio website. And the most challenging part for me was making the navigation responsive. And also it was difficult for me to decide which part is better, flex or grid. And it was confusing for me to choose the most suitable one for each section. What I like the most is the JavaScript part, and make different parts of the website dynamic. Hi, my name is Maheswari. This is my API website. I made a coffee shop menu that receives the menu list from the API link. By default, it shows hot coffee list. It's the name of coffee and also its description. And when I click on iced coffee, it shows the list of iced coffee. I made it with fetching API. As you can see, I use sample API for hot coffee and iced coffee.
Hi, my name is Mariia, and I'm going to show my final projects. Okay, here's the share my screen. Okay, my first project is portfolio project. Should probably speak a little bit louder. My first project is portfolio project. So I have heading, it's H1 level, and I have all these sections in H2 levels. Here's a part, navigation part, and it's include internal links. Here it's working correctly. And then I have other sections, experience section that performed in Flexbox layout, which is was the most probably confusing part for me, but I managed to do it, and I will keep practicing. And then skills part, again, I used Flexbox to organize it. My projects part, I fetched my projects from my GitHub. Here's connect section, and I have links that can click and open it here. And then I have this part, leave message part. I created form, and you can enter name, for example, and write something, and you will see it's appearing here. And if we add something else, another message, hello, it's look like a list. So now we can remove it. I have a button, and yeah, it's removed. And here's the footer, my name, and current year. Also, I used here, if I make the screen smaller, we can see that it's a little bit changing. Here colors changed, and here, for example, we'll return it, big screen, colors changing again. So yeah, that's probably it for the portfolio project. And for cats, for Open API project, I have a created test. It's called are you a cat person or dog person? I fetched 2 images from Open API, cats and dogs Open API. Here I have different questions, and I used if else statement, and if answers toward dog, it will score 1 point, and if answers for cats, it will score 1 point towards cats. So we just randomly will click on all these buttons, and here's button show result, and here we'll get our result. And I also fetched Drits from the same API resource. When we have our mouse, we can see Drits if they're available. You can see here all those Drits. That's my sheet for my Open API project. Okay, let me know if everything looks good. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to my website, my portfolio. I have these links where it goes to about experience, technical skills, where it's pulled up from the JavaScript and make it into a Flexbox, projects, Connect, where I make my small social media icons, and the footer from pulling up from a JavaScript. We'll make that show my Flexbox. Oops, yep, that's the smaller screen or phone screen, and it hits like this and turns into yellow. Well, the yellow because my son was watching Batman, so I figured make a black and yellow theme. Yep, let's show you my Flexbox. So when it turns into a smaller screen, it turns into these columns and rows. I have my hamburger menu when it hits into a smaller screen. I think that was optional, but I want to do that too. Let's go to the leave message. Let's pick Melisse Zeigler. Alright. Submit. Here's the mail too. That will pull up my email, and that's the message. So okay, pulling out on my other screen, but that's it. It pulls out on my email. Okay. I'm close to 2 minutes, so let's go to my let me do a restart for that. But anyway, I use ink. There's a link here to go through getting latitude and longitude. I'm using Anchorage, that's my city, and I'll put it into my latitude and longitude. Pull up 14-day forecast. It says minimum maximum temperature. Then about this app will make into a full width. Current weather. These are very important when you're doing outdoor planning or just, you know, trying to do a hike, and you kind of want to know where the speed, and where's the direction of the speed, wind, and what's the speed and the current temperature. So I made a little note there because apparently the 14-day forecast doesn't work for wind speed and direction. Yep, I can go back to original. Same thing as when I go to the current weather. I can also reset the coordinates. Oh, that's 3 minutes on my clock. Let me just pull up real quick my code. Okay, open API. I'll show up my JS. I got 2 fetches here. Yep, I guess Tom already seen this, but I just want to show it real quick. It's already 3 minutes and a half. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry I can't make it into Thursday and Friday. I just between my working hours, so I'll figure I just make this video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.
Hi everyone. So I can now start with my Fetch API project. So this is my Fetch API project. So each time we click on dogs button, we can see a lot of different dogs pictures comes up. See, like this. So it's gonna be same if we click on cats button, a lot of different cats pictures too comes up. So now this is my Fetch API. Now I'm gonna switch it to my portfolio project. So here is my portfolio project. We can see here my projects and my experience and my skills, and in the end here, contact me. If we look here to contact me, it's links to my phone number and my GitHub and my email address. Also here, leave message. It works, we can try it now. I put my name, email address, and message says hello everyone. Submit it. It works. Now we can remove it. At the end here, if we make the web page smaller, here we can see the changes with the page here, like this. It works for all types of devices. Okay, so that's all.
Hey everyone, just going to take a quick moment to show you my website. Just going to share my screen. Okay, so here is my website. I have the nav bar up top. I'll take you to the project section so you can see it goes down to my projects. The connect takes you down to connect. I have my LinkedIn, email, and GitHub accounts. At the bottom, you can click on any of them. It'll take you to the website. So there's my GitHub. Here's my message section. So I'll just type in my name here. You can see quickly. And there's my message. First, you can remove it and it'll go back to the original form, and the message section will be hidden. Here's my project section. These are all links to my individual GitHub projects. My skills section, I used Flexbox for the project section. I actually used Flexbox and Grid, and I used Grid for my experience section. I have links here to previous employers. I'll just click on one here. See, it goes to the page. My about section, my image, and I think that's it. I did some media queries, but when I tried to record before and show you the difference, some of the colors pretty much change depending on the size of the screen, but I don't think it shows up in the recording for some reason. But there is my website. Let's see, one thing I think that I would have done differently, I would have changed the padding on the website. When I put this on a larger screen, the wording just stretches all the way across the screen, and I think I need to center it a little bit more. So I consider this a work in progress. I think, you know, it's something that I will continue to work on and continue to enhance and possibly build more functionality to. What did I enjoy? I enjoyed the whole process. I mean, I found, of course, JavaScript to be a little challenging at times, but the mentors were great in terms of helping us and walking us through a lot of those assignments. And CSS can be a little challenging. There's so many different options. So choosing, you know, kind of how you want things to look and how you want to go about doing that can be challenging sometimes. I think I lost my project section for a whole 24 hours at one point because I was trying to style it, but I finally got it to a place where I was satisfied with how it looked. But yeah, no, I enjoyed everything for the most part. Of course, there were some challenges along the way, but there we go. That is my portfolio project.
Hello, Tom and Teresa. I'm Syeda Shakera. First of all, I would like to thank you, CTD team, and all the mentors. And of course, special thanks to both of you for your kind support. Here is my portfolio. Let me walk through my personal portfolio. So here is the navigation bar and its links. And if I click any one of the link, for example, if I click experience, you can see our experience section here. And here's my about section. And these are the skills which I have learned during the CTD. And if I click a project, for example, these are the projects which I have done using API. It was a bit challenging, but with the help of mentors, I was able to achieve this. Now, I would like to show the connect section. Here is all the social media links. If I want to click LinkedIn, it will navigate me to the LinkedIn profile, as you can see. Now let's check the functionality of the message. For example, if I write Tom and Teresa and the email address, and if I type some message, if I hit the button, it should be display here in the message section, as you can see. Once I hit the remove button, it should disappear. Yep, and disappear now. Let me show you the responsiveness of the page. If I inspect, yeah, it should be able to. Yep. Oh, the page is shrinking, so as you can see. this works fine. This is all about my personal project presentation. I hope you like it. During this course, I truly enjoyed creating this functionality as a part of the assignment. I'm looking forward to learning advanced course at CTD. Thank you so much once again.